Hello and welcome back to All About Community. When we went to break, remember, I promised you we would have as our special guest Cathy Adams, President and Chief Executive Officer of the Oakland African American Chamber of Commerce. Cathy, welcome back to All About Community. We've been waiting on you, praying for you, and you're here.
Well, I am here, and thank you so much, Mr. Harris. I love this show. I'm a big fan, and I'm glad to be here today.
Well, tell us what's going on with the chamber. I know you've had a lot of things going on since you were here about 5 or 6 months ago, including the resiliency program and all that. I think we were announcing it at that time, and now you got some stats, I assume.
Yes, we are doing so much. So just a follow-up to the Resiliency Fund, we raised $1.1 million with the help of many corporate partners. They're on our website because I don't even want to begin to name
what?
$1.1 million.
That's a lot of money for a little old chamber.
Yes, it is. And we are so excited because we were able to save Black-owned businesses. We gave 250 grants. And now, you know, we're doing something new now. So we've done that. Everybody got their money. It is in their bank. We gave it all away. We did an impact report to all of our corporate partners because when you do donations, Mr. Harris, companies want to know, what did you do with the money? How did you spend it? So we did a wonderful report, listed all the individuals that got them. We got testimonials on our website, and it almost brings tears of how much that money meant to them to save their businesses.
Now, do you have, for example, a couple of examples of success stories?
Yes, I absolutely do. We've got Love Igwehi is one, and she has a clothing store. She's now able to move into a storefront. Everybody that we work with that got a grant, there were countless members that got a grant. It was able to, whether it was able to get a storefront, whether it was able to save their businesses from closing. Red Door Catering used her grant for like marketing and social media. So everybody that got the grant, it was something tangible that they could do with it. And that's what I think is so wonderful because a lot of our businesses, some have gone through a lot. But fortunately, unless it happened like a few minutes ago, I don't have on my watch, all the stories have been successful for the chamber.
Good.
I did not get a call or email unless I missed one that said somebody closed. And that's the thing that warms our heart, that we were able to make a difference. We understood about PPP. We understand systemic racism. We understand how our businesses have been marginalized. We get that. And the reparations check I'm still looking at in the mail. So basically, we know what we've been through. But as I tell them, we got to continue to look forward. We never forget from whence we come. But what we have to do is to, I said, play upon our experiences and continue to help us rise to the top. And speaking of rise, that's what we were doing. You asked me what we were doing. So we are in partnership with Comcast, and they picked all of the 5 multicultural chambers to partner with them. And as a result, California was Oakland was one of the cities that they chose. And each of our members get the opportunity. It's a contest though. But if you win, you get $10,000.
Right.
And I think you get like a whole year of a one-on-one person working with you with your business. So that's great. So we did this once before. A couple of our members, even though we don't select or anything, but a few of our members have been victorious. And so when you talk about what we're doing, we have our newsletter that comes out every Tuesday. I tell people, you gotta read the newsletter. Most times, you know, Ms. Harris, people think that, oh, I'm not reading all that stuff, it's a bunch of junk, but not the chamber. Just mount loads of opportunities and access to grants. And every time I do Let's Connect, which we do every third Wednesday.
Cathy, you're so full of energy.
I know, I'm so
I just hate to cut you off, but I got a question to ask you. I know you've been very active with the new administration, the Harris, I should say, the Biden-Harris administration. Have you had any contacts with them?
Yes, we know that when they first took office, Vice President Kamala Harris along with the U.S. Black Chamber of Commerce, asked the Oakland African American Chamber of Commerce to participate in the initial conversation for the American Rescue Plan. And that was prior to the plan being passed. So we were on there, and
Are they proposing any new programs to help small businesses that you're aware of at the moment?
well, there's not any that I know at the moment, but when you say about relationships, I participate periodically as time permits with some of the White House calls. No
Okay.
press are invited, but it gives us an opportunity to talk about small business, to talk about our communities, housing, everything that we're doing in terms of bridging those relationships. So as a chamber president, we don't want to lose those. And with our membership into the U.S. Black Chamber of Commerce, they're always keeping us in the loop because, again, I participate on behalf of the chamber each month. So I do know that there may be things coming down the pipelines. You know that we've been on the cutting edge, showing up for the governor at all of the press conferences that he's been doing. And I know that
I understand the governor, whenever he comes to Oakland, the first person he contacts is Cathy Adams of the Oakland African American Chamber of Commerce. We're going to have to go to break, so don't touch that remote. Don't even think about it. Just put it down, put it down. We will be right back with All About Community. My name is Robert L. Harris. I am your host, and I'm speaking with the president and CEO of the Oakland African American Chamber of Commerce, Miss Cathy Adams.